Really excited when I heard that we were going back to Black Mountain because it was a little over 5 years ago. I first started coming to this church, and that was pretty much when I first started believing in Jesus. And I decided I better go on this men's retreat and figure out, what all this stuff was about.
The first retreat I went to, I was pretty new to the church. I didn't know a lot of guys, but just the experience that I had there, it led me to just get up and start going over to guys and saying, "Hey, can I pray for you?" And that's something I never did before. It was just a boldness that was not there before.
It's a great time to get away, just take a break from life, and just to hang out. Let people see who you really are. The worship time, I think personally for me, get a bunch of men together in harmony, both in voice and spirit. It's very powerful, very touching.
On Sunday mornings, we get to sing a few songs, and it's always great, but just being able to worship with a group of guys, for a long period of time, it's just something special about that.
Not only do we get to do the manly thing of encountering God, but we also get to do some of the fun stuff that maybe our wives or our girlfriends will allow us to do on a weekend as we hang with other guys.
I played cornhole with Pastor Bill, which was kind of fun and almost kind of conflicting because I beat him. And I wasn't going to let up, but you beating your pastor at a game is kind of a strange experience, but it was fun.
We're not going up to play a bunch of old men games. We're not going to sit around and play cards. This is about making yourself available and willing to experience God.
So when we're away at the retreats, we have a great connection with God, a great opportunity to connect with God. You're away from all the distractions, all the day-to-day troubles that can kind of weigh you down.
I went up there just kind of wide open and just really expecting God to meet me. And it was the first time I really experienced the power of God. And it was so incredible because, the things that I had read about that I didn't really understand, the things that I had heard that sounded really cool, but I wasn't really sure, it all became real in that moment.
You're going to maybe see things you haven't seen before, or get to know people in just a different way. You're going to see some movement of the Holy Spirit. That's almost a given, just with the time that we have together.
Maybe you've been reading the Bible for a while. Maybe you got a head full of really good knowledge, but maybe you haven't experienced the power of God. Maybe you haven't had that encounter that just totally transformed you. And I think all He's really looking for out of you is just to be willing and available. So why don't you take a couple days and make yourself available? Be willing to encounter the Most High God. I guarantee you will not regret it, and you won't come home the same.